Town Hall 17 sneak peeks are finally here, so we're going to jump into those. First of all, we are going to be reacting to the... First of all, we are going to be looking at the content in Carbon Fin's video, which will be linked down in the description below. I also recommend you guys go and check that out. He does some attacks at the end of his video as well, which we won't be watching here, so highly recommend you check that one out. But looking at the screen here, he has circled everything that is getting a new level at Town Hall 17. We've even got some new buildings. It's also noteworthy that the barracks here doesn't look quite the same as the barracks that were leaked earlier by Supercell. The big difference being the spikes that are on the top of the barracks that are crossed. So subtract those and we already seen the barracks, but they did change it up a little bit, which is interesting. So here's a closer look at the barracks, and then we have a new building there. That's not the blacksmith, so I'm not quite sure what that is quite yet. We can also see here that the hero altars are looking quite a bit different as well. I wonder if that has anything to do with the fact that we are getting another hero. I am curious if, since we're going to have 5 heroes, we already know that, are we going to be able to use all 5 heroes on defense? I think the reason the altars look a little different is we might be able to swap some heroes around. Maybe we're only allowed to have 4 heroes on defense, since we're only allowed to have 4 heroes on offense. And then, of course, we already knew that the Eagle was merging with the Town Hall, but the way the Town Hall fires is really cool. So it has 4 shots. It's kind of like the multi-archer tower, and I would assume that as you get troops grouped up, and you will see that here, all those shots are going to come together, and they're going to hit all the troops there with each of the shots. The other thing is, as you notice here, let me pause it really quickly, you don't see on the screen how many troops you need to drop to activate the Eagle portion of the Town Hall. So as soon as you drop anything, that Eagle is going to wake up and start firing. I guess it's not technically called an Eagle anymore, but you know what I mean. And of course, as per usual, we get our 100 walls, and we'll get to see what those walls look here shortly. The clan castle is finally getting that extra 5 housing space, which is very exciting. I was hoping we would get it in the last town hall, but we didn't. But finally, we get a worthwhile clan castle upgrade. And now taking a look at the troops that all get a new level, we're starting off with the giant. I don't know if this is going to make the giant useful in any capacity, but it looks pretty cool. So you got the old giant on the left and the new giant level on the right. He looks way better. He's got some big gauntlets on. He looks pretty tough. Of course, new wall level means we get a new wall breaker level. We get new wizard levels, and these new wizards look way better than the old wizard. I was not a big fan of the yellow cloak for the wizards, so looking at them in these black and gold cloaks, they look super cool. The dragons get a new level. I think this is going to be what I'm upgrading right off the bat. I'm a big fan of dragon attacks right now, and again, the aesthetics are just way better. We got I mean, it's kind of similar, but the big difference being that kind of gold lining along the dragon, along his wings, and I do think it looks a lot better. We get a new level for the baby dragon. It was kind of hard to pause it in a spot where you get a good look at the new baby dragon, but I think the biggest upgrade for the baby dragon is he's no longer going to look like a Christmas baby dragon. That's what I thought about the Town Hall 16 baby dragon with the red on it, and of course it's a green troop, so it kind of looked like a Christmas baby dragon, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, except for most of the year when it's not Christmas season. So I do think whatever they're doing here with the baby dragon is going to be an improvement. He does look a little bit cooler. He's got more gold going than red. The Electro Dragon getting a new level, and that yellow really pops on the Electro Dragon. That's also another really good upgrade. The Dragon Rider getting another level, going from wood to metal is pretty dope. And then we have the minions getting a new level, and again, honestly, the aesthetics for all these troops is just really good. That dark blue, black with the gold is just a really good color combination. I think it looks fantastic. So Lightning Spell's gonna do a little more damage. The Heal Spell's gonna do some more healing. And then I think this is the most interesting level for the spells. It's going to be the Recall spell getting an extra 6 housing space, so bringing it up to 113. The only siege machine getting an upgrade is going to be the Battle Drill. And we're actually getting a new trap for this Town Hall level, and it's going to be the Giga Bomb out of the Town Hall. So I'm guessing the Town Hall itself no longer has that big explosion when it goes down. Instead, you kind of get to move that explosion to wherever you want on the base, and this trap is going to be visible to scouters, so they will be able to see where it's at. It's not going to be a surprise trap, but it is going to do a lot of damage. As you can see, 1,300 damage to air and ground troops. Now, a few more things worth noting. Like I said, the explosion damage when the Town Hall goes down is being taken out and put into the new trap. However, you do still have that poison damage when the Town Hall goes down, so that is something that you're also going to want to keep in mind. Also, Town Hall 16 didn't upgrade the Town Hall's weapon levels like the previous Town Halls did, but it looks like we're coming back to that for Town Hall 17. So you will be able to upgrade your Town Hall, which is going to be the weapon level, so you can upgrade it from level 1 to level 5. We are getting our third multi-archer tower and our third ricochet cannon. We're also getting a new cannon and a new archer tower, which means we're going to have an even number of cannons and archer towers. That way we can eventually merge them all. We already know that's the goal. They've told us this before. I'm assuming it's going to be in future updates, so they're going to roll these out a little bit more slowly, it seems, because we're only getting one more of each to start off Town Hall 17. I would say probably in the spring we'll get another one or two, and then throughout next year they're going to give us the rest of them. Also keep in mind that is speculation. And here we have a look at all of the upgraded buildings for Town Hall 17, and a lot of these actually have a pretty significant visual upgrade, like the air defenses. They look pretty crazy. Same thing for the mini bombs and the giant bombs. They went pretty crazy with the giant bombs, especially. The mini bombs looking pretty beefy now as well. We can also get a look at the new level of walls. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about those quite yet. I feel like there's quite a bit of yellow on the top of them, but other than that, I think they look fine. The overall aesthetic, like I said earlier, I think looks really cool. I'm excited to see Town Hall 17 once it's a fully out and fully upgradable, but for now, it's looking pretty good. Another thing worth noting is some of the buildings that you supercharged at Town Hall 16 are going to stay supercharged because they're not getting new levels at Town Hall 17. So the buildings you see on the screen, the mortars, the expos, the inferno towers, the scatter shots, builder huts, and all of your collectors, if you supercharge them at Town Hall 16, they're going to stay supercharged for Town Hall 17's release, which is actually kind of nice. Now, we're not going to watch the attacks that Carbon Fin does. Again, if you want to see the rest of his video and his full video, I recommend watching it down in the description below. But there's one last thing I wanted to take a look at and point out, is that when he drops in his troops, the Grand Warden on defense no longer goes into, like, defensive tower mode. He's going to stay out just like a regular hero would. And that's going to do it for the day one sneak peeks. If you guys did enjoy it, please do consider hitting subscribe down below so that eventually I can make my own unique sneak peek videos. Would be much appreciated. And as we wait for the next sneak peek video to drop tomorrow, I recommend watching this video in the meantime.